Part 2 of Season 3 might not be the fantasy viewers expected, but it does allow us to indulge in the romance for a bit. Episode 5, in the perhaps winkingly named Tick-Tock, opens with Penelope writing as Lady Whistledown, voiced by Julie Andrews. Still exhilarated from her enchanted evening with Colin following their steamy carriage ride and his impromptu proposal, Pen wants to linger in this new exquisite era of her life. Unfortunately, the scribe's secret looms over the new relationship she desperately wants to build. She and Colin must decide what they are willing to relinquish so their marriage may have a fighting chance. Poland remains the anchor in the final 4 chapters of the season. Yet this portion of Bridgerton also focuses on the women surrounding the young couple. These ladies are forced to make impossible choices to avoid being beholden to the whims and tempers of the men in their lives. Lady Violet Bridgerton, Aloys Bridgerton, Lady Danbury, and Queen Charlotte continue to hold their own. Yet, it's Portia Featherington, Francesca Bridgerton, and Cressida Cowper who have significant transformations. As usual, a number of distinct plots pertaining to the Bridgerton family tree were continued in Bridgerton Season 3, Part 2. In addition to the love tale of Penelope and Colin, the second section focused on the developing relationships of Violet and Marcus Anderson and Francesca and John Sterling. While the Mondricks were still getting used to living in the Ton, Benedict started a new connection with Lady Tilly Arnold and Paul Suarez. Anthony and Kate make the decision to travel to India. However, the pursuit of Lady Whistledown and Penelope's struggle to be authentic were the central themes of Bridgerton Season 3, Part 2. Throughout Season 3 of Bridgerton, Penelope and Colin experience a great deal of conflict, but they also achieve 2 significant firsts. First and foremost, Colin and Penelope are married in Bridgerton Season 3, Episode 7. Colin feels deceived by Penelope's Lady Whistledown secret, but he assures her that he will follow through on his proposal so as not to bring shame upon her. As a result, they tie the knot and move into their new home afterwards. In the end, Colin and Penelope's son solidifies their bond and their shared destiny. At the conclusion of the season, Colin and Penelope experience yet another pivotal moment in their relationship, the birth of a child. The third season of Bridgerton ends with a time leap showing Prudence, Philippa, and Penelope holding their infant children. The lone boy child of Penelope is discovered to be the heir to the Featherington riches. In the end, Colin and Penelope's son solidifies their bond and their shared destiny. They are now on par with Daphne and Simon or Anthony and Kate because of this accomplishment. In Bridgerton Season 3, Episode 2, Cressida Cowper becomes into a formidable antagonist, seeking to claim the mantle of Lady Whistledown and attempting to use blackmail as a means of extortion once Penelope is exposed. But despite all she did, Cressida finds herself in a very challenging situation. She would always be stuck living a horrible life with her abusive aunt or an elderly husband, since she has little chance of getting married. As a result, despite being a villain, Cressida is at least redeemed. In any case, Cressida receives the villain treatment at the conclusion of Season 3 of Bridgerton. She is ultimately taken to live with her Aunt Joanna after all of her plots fail. It's uncertain if Cressida will make a comeback in Bridgerton Season 4 or at a later date, but it would be beneficial for her to do so. It would be lovely to see Penelope attempt to assist Cressida by using her power as Whistledown, or for Aloys to pay her a visit. Hopefully, this is not where Cressida's narrative ends. After being married in Season 3 of Bridgerton, Francesca and John Sterling announced that they are relocating to Scotland, to John's family house. Violet is surprised by this and doesn't want her kid to be so far away, but the choice makes sense. John and Francesca's bond is based on their mutual appreciation of seclusion and calm. Francesca will be able to escape the turmoil of the Bridgerton household and have a chance to discover who she is by relocating to Scotland. This decision will bring something new to Bridgerton Season 4, particularly if Francesca ends up taking a lead role. Julia Quinn writes about Francesca in her 6th book, When He Was Wicked. Benedict had developed a close friendship with Lady Tilly Arnold during the 3rd season, but sadly, it ends in the last episode. Benedict disagrees when Tilly informs him during one of their encounters that she wants to pursue a more committed relationship with him. Benedict says that he wants to remain free for a little while longer after having intimate relationships with Paul Suarez and Tilly. This is the last that Benedict and Tilly will ever be friends. Ironically, though, it also suggests that Benedict will eventually find the ideal person to settle down with. The unexpected turn of events that was Francesca and John moving to Scotland was made even more delightful by the arrival of Aloys. After trying to blend in, Aloys discovers that she genuinely wants to make a difference in the world. That is difficult for her to do, though, because she has never left England. Alois makes the decision to travel with Francesca in order to expand her horizons. This is an exciting turn of events in Alois's story, since it takes her out of the family drama and allows her to mature. The tale of Alois in Season 4 will be exciting to follow. If Season 3 of Bridgerton reveals anything, it's that Lady Whistledown can't remain secret for long. Penelope reveals her truth to the Queen and the entire ton at the end of the season. She acts in this way because she wants to improve. Lady Whistledown has given her a lot of freedom, but it hasn't been without consequences. Though it is a risk, Penelope reveals herself to the ton in an attempt to atone for her past transgressions. She expresses regret for her actions and promises to utilize her influence wisely moving forward. Penelope divulges information in the chapter where she discredits Cressida that goes much beyond simple rumors. The most intriguing aspect of Penelope's Lady Whistledown revelation is that it allows Bridgerton to keep utilizing Lady Whistledown in fresh and inventive ways. Penelope divulges information in the chapter where she discredits Cressida that goes much beyond simple rumors. People benefit from the information she releases. All things considered, it appears likely that Penelope's resolve to improve means that Bridgerton will experience a completely new period of Lady Whistledown, one that may even surpass the first. The majority of the cast of Bridgerton Season 3 has a clear path for the future, but the identity of the show's protagonist for Season 4 is still unknown. But given how the third season concluded, Benedict or Francesca will probably get it. Benedict's relationship may start at any point, but Francesca's marriage and her vacation to Scotland provide the perfect foundation for her love tale. Regardless of the main character, however, Bridgerton Season 4 is probably going to have a lot of character growth, new connections, and a new chapter for Lady Whistledown and the entire ton.